Good morning, my dear students. Class before half yearly, we have almost completed and covered the syllabus for your board examination. But still, there are some chapters of 2 marks, 3 marks questions may come from these chapters. So, class, let's continue. In programming, only 2 chapters are left that we will do later after completing these chapters. So, class, idea of algorithmic efficiency. Class, in computers, it is very important to know the algorithmic part of the program. Means when we create a program, first of all we have to make up our mind what should be the best way to get the solution, what should be the best way to reach the solution, because there are many ways, as I have told you, many programs which we can do in different ways. Like some program we can do using a for loop also, and the same program with the help of while loop also. So class, the thing is, some program we have done without function and the same program we have done with functions. So class, here we have to see what is the idea behind it. So class, let's start. So class, algorithm, you all know it is a method or a procedure to accomplishing a task. Like I want to add two numbers. First of all, I have to decide there are two numbers a and b. A is equals to something, b is equals to something. Then I have to take another variable c, or without variable I can print a plus b also, or I can do c is equals to a plus b. Then I can print c. So class, these are two different algorithms for the same program that I have told you right now. Now class, that's the algorithm. We have to think about it, then we convert the same into a program. Now internal factors specify algorithm efficiency. Now there are two factors, internal and external factor, जो कि हमारे algorithm की efficiency को बताता है कि हमारा कौन सा algorithm ज़्यादा better होगा. तो उसके लिए there are two factors, internal factor that is time required to run, and second is the space required to run. Internal factor it is. Now external factor, size of the input given by the user, and the size of speed of the computer on which it runs, and the quality of the compiler. Means these are the external factor, but mainly we focus on the internal factors because that we are making speed of the computer. Our program is running in a very slow computer, then obviously our program is not efficient for that computer. So basically we work on, in external factor mainly we work on inputs, and in internal factor we work on both time and space. And space is also not a much big thing, because we can increase the space, we can take variable of higher size, and we can make more variables. So space is also not a big thing. So mainly in internal factor we will work on time, and external factor the size of the input. Next, now class, the main topic, that is what is computational complexity. In this is mainly made to solve the problems and the algorithm required to solve those problems. And complexity is the factor how much resources is sufficient or necessary for a particular program to run or for the performance. Means resources required. So class, computational complexity, simply you can say that how to solve a problem and which algorithm is to be used, and how much resources is sufficient to solve a problem. Because in least resources, if we are making a program, then our program will be the best. And if we are using much resources, then we call it a worst. And if we are using not much, not less, then we call it a average. So that also we are going to learn in this chapter. So the resources generally includes time to run the algorithm as it is given in introduction, and the space. Now class, they have illustrated the difference between the efficiency and effectiveness. Efficiency means basically means how much best possible performance, how best possible performance can be given, means output out of the input. If we are giving some input and the best output is taken out, then it is a efficiency, output upon input, that you have studied in physics also, in other subject also. Efficiency is always like that. But effectiveness is that the algorithm, the program, the things that we are using is basically correctly functioning or not. So that is the effectiveness. How much effective is a particular thing, how much correctly it is functioning, that is the effectiveness. Means intended function means what we are using, and efficiency is what is the output we are getting, output out of the input, um, given input. Now estimating the complexity of the algorithm, next topic. Again it is the space and the time taken. Now in this it is explained that basically the complexity, or you can say the computational complexity, is basically depend upon the space and the time taken, and much more on the time taken than the space also. And second thing, it does not give good comparison. You can say it is not external factor are basically not a good comparison factor for a two programs to check whether it is better or another one is better, or one algorithm is better or another algorithm is better. Because external factor has the means it is basically depending upon the speed of the computer, how much RAM is there, which OS is used, what is the quality of the compiler. So we do not know the program that we are going to create is going to run in which computer. So we cannot say much about the external factors. We can only work on the internal factor that I have told you in introduction also. Now class, your next topic, I missed out one page I think. So class, there is one topic, big O notation. I will send you the pic of that, those who are not having book. You see that big O notation. Big O notation is developed to check the efficiency of the algorithm. Big O notation, this you can see that this is big O notation, big O n square, big O 2 to the power n. Now if we compare these two, if 10 inputs are there, this will result 100, but this will result 1024, 2 to the power 10, that is 1024. Now similarly, if we give input as 20, this will give 200, 400, and this will give this much. So class, we can clearly make out that this is having less number of you can say less number of statement. You can say it will work less number of steps than the another one. N square is working for only 100 steps, and this is working for this much steps. This is working for 200, and this is working for 2 to the power n is working for 1048576. So we can easily make out. You read this paragraph and you will come to know that performance of the algorithm is measured on the basis of this big O notation. And there are many big O notation. It has been already developed with the help of which different type of programs can be analyzed, that and if different algorithm is made for the same program, which algorithm is better can be analyzed with the help of big O notation. It's a very new thing for you people. Now class, next point is the dominant term. Dominant term, I am directly starting with this. If we see this expression, our completely program is depend upon, algorithm is depending on this, because this is n square, and this will dominate the whole program, whole terms. So this term of a expression is the dominant term. You read this paragraph, you will come to know under the big O, this will be the dominant term of all these three. And here are some common growth rates. It is given that you have to learn. These often comes in your examination, that big O1 represent what? Time complexity is what? Okay, so this is used for constants. And second one, log n, it is used for logs and finding an entry in sorted array. So these are sorting you have done. So all this is used in this. So I will tell you in details of these. So class, today you go with these basic things, and we will continue.